Hello YouTube, welcome back, GPK Forever with another video, and in today's video, you saw that title correctly. We're going to be talking about raw versus graded cards. Please keep in mind that what I'm going to say later on in this video is personal opinion, right? It's what I personally think, right? But before we get started, I just want to hurry and talk about a few things. Number one, I know a lot of people have been asking for a while now. Yes, we are having box breaks here very, very soon. We have 2 coming up in April, possibly 3. So for those who have been asking and waiting for, hey, GPK Forever, when's the next box break? There you go. There's your answer. In April. I think the last week in March is when we'll announce the first one. So please keep an eye out for that video. So we'll be announcing that, I think, in Monday's video. I'm not too sure in Monday's or Friday's video of the last week of March. Not today's video or not Friday's video. The video towards the end of March, right? That last week. I think that's when we'll be announcing information for the first one. And then second, if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. We are still giving away that original card from 1985 from Series 2 Garbage Pail Kid. That will still be given away when we hit 1,000 subscribers. So please hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And if you enjoy this video, share with others that you may know who may also like this video. Okay. Thank you so much for waiting patiently. I just wanted to hurry and get those announcements out of the way. Now, let's dive into the topic. Raw versus graded cards. You guys know me. I'm a huge fan of graded cards. Not cars, cards. So first, let's talk about raw. So, what is raw? Raw cards are like this nasty nick up in the corner, right? They're not graded by a professional company. They're just like cards if you were to open up a pack. Those cards you get straight out of the pack, that is what is known as a raw card. What do I think about raw cards? Well, I think raw cards are awesome, right? I think they're amazing. If you're starting to get back into collecting, or maybe it's your first time collecting, I think raw cards is a great way to help grow your collection, right? Raw cards, again, I think are good and things like that. And I think if you look at every collection out there, right, whether it be sports cards or Pokemon, Garbage Pail Kids, Yu-Gi-Oh, or any other trading cards out there, every collection will have raw cards in it. Raw cards are like the backbone of a collection, right? They're important. I would say they're important to have when you're first starting out. So if you're wanting to start your own Garbage Pail Kid collection, I would recommend to start with raw cards. And if you have a tight budget, raw cards, because raw cards are not as expensive as graded cards, but yet they're the same card, and it's a lot cheaper to go that route as well. So those are my 2 recommendations for those kind of people. Are if you're barely starting your own collection or you're just starting to collect again, I would recommend starting with raw cards, right? And even if you have a tight budget, right? They don't cost too much, and you can get a lot of them in bulk. So you can help build up your collection pretty quickly. Now, we'll be talking about my favorite thing to collect. Graded cards. But first, what are graded cards? Graded cards are cards right here like this Blasted Billy right here that someone sent into a card grading company, right? There's multiple of them out there, PSA being the most popular one, and my personal favorite, to where you send in your raw cards, right? Like the Nasty Nick. You send them in, and they will receive a grade. A PSA, I know it's on the condition of the card, and PSA grades a lot about the eye appeal, right? How does the card look to the eye, right? Other, uh, you know, I know pretty much all the other grading companies grade with those. Some grade other things as well. I'm not really too sure because, like I said, PSA is my favorite. I always like to go with PSA. But that is kind of the basic on what is a graded card. I may do a video here pretty soon talking about a graded card or graded cards, right? And then you can also expect another video coming out maybe this week or next week where I'm going to talk about PSA versus BGS, right? The second largest grading company for trading cards and trading cards, sports and non-sports. But graded cards, I think, are awesome. I think if you already have a pretty big collection and you want to add some rare and valuable items, I think graded cards is the way to go, right? And I know with Garbage Pail Kids, you have printing plates, you have sketch cards, and you have also, you've got patch cards, and the all-new series stuff, Scratch and Stinks, and then bonus cards, and all sorts of other stuff. But I think graded cards are something that is always going to be, if you think about it, like on the top of the pyramid when you're collecting whatever trading card it is. Like if you're collecting Garbage Pail Kids, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or even sports cards, a lot of people like to deal with graded cards, right? Personally, I like to build sets out of graded cards because that set gains value, right? I like my collection to be kind of impressive, right? Kind of a collection that you don't really see too often, and not everybody collects graded cards, right? Whether they don't know how to grade, or maybe the cards they're looking at are just too expensive and they're not looking at other graded cards or something like that, right? Who knows? But with graded cards, you get kind of a premium, right, over raw cards. You get a premium as soon as it's graded, right? But then the value of the card can go up a lot. It can go up a lot of money, right? You can go up higher than 20 times what the original card was worth in that way. So by having graded cards, I would say is a good can't find the word, but a good part of any collection, right? Because I know a lot of serious big collectors deal only in PSA graded cards, right? Me and Mr. D, we do both graded and raw, but I do know people who will only buy or only look at graded cards. They won't even look at raw cards, right? And it's their own personal choice too. But graded cards. So who would I recommend graded cards to? Okay. If you're looking to help grow your collection in a new way, right? Say you already have lots of raw cards and you have all this other stuff. You're looking for a new route, right? A new way to collect graded cards easily. If you're looking to help add more value to your collection, right? If you want your collection to be worth more, or even to have your collection to have more rarity stuff, right? Because Gem Mint 10 cards are rare to get, right? And some 9s for certain cards are also hard to find as well. So if you want to help your collection in that way as well. Or say you're just purely doing it for investment purposes. graded cards, right? Those are the three things, right? If you're thinking about doing one of those three, I would recommend going with graded cards, right? Doesn't matter if you want to do BGS, go do BGS, or you want to go do CGC, go do CGC. If you want to do PSA, do PSA. Whatever grading company you want to go with to like buy those cards, or maybe you want to have a bit of all those. Awesome. But those again are what I would recommend for those kind of individuals looking for those, right? So that is what I think. That's what I think with graded and raw cards, right? So let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you like to collect raw cards, or do you like to collect PSA graded cards? Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget, keep it nice in the comments. Please, please keep it nice in the comments. Okay.